engage kids in world history can be a bit of a challenge. At the end of our study of ancient Rome, I refer to our periodic look at current events and ask my kids, what do you think is newsworthy? What does that mean? And how do reporters go about figuring out what to broadcast? And again, who's involved in that? This got them thinking back to our study of Julius Caesar, and they decided definitely the assassination of Julius Caesar would have been newsworthy at the time. Once I had them hooked, I laid out the project. You were creating a newscast, and you had to sit down and decide with a team of people what's going to make the news, okay? How tough might that be, okay? Because you have to do it fairly quickly, like, every day, right? Okay. So ultimately, why am I doing this? What are we getting into? You are creating a project where the end product is you're going to be creating a newscast. Okay? You and your group, you're going to create a newscast. Okay? There are going to be reporters, there's going to be producers, there's editors. Okay? So you have a lot of responsibility. Okay? You also will be given a time period, a chunk of Rome's history, and you have to decide what is newsworthy.
For the creation of a 5 to 7 minute video newscast, students had to cover an economic issue, a government issue, a cultural issue, meaning human interest, conduct an interview, and create a commercial with a Roman contribution as the focus. Specific content had to fall into the assigned time period. After deeper research into the topics and some heated debate, it was the decision of the groups as to which events really fell into the newsworthy criteria. Once the final topics were selected, everyone had to write one script to be used by the newscaster. Within the groups, each member also had to select one individual role to perform.
How graphic do you get with the news, especially if you are going to be covering like the assassination of Caesar?
Who is Julius Caesar? The world may never know. But something we do know about him that he was stabbed 20 times and laying dead, bleeding on the doors of the Senate.
You're going to meet a newscaster from Channel 5 News. His name is Andrew Stutters. And he's going to, pretty exciting, huh? Celebrity in the building. He's going to tell you how they go about deciding the news.
On any given day and any given newscast with any news story is to focus on what is new and what is happening today. So as you guys are working on your project, I know you're looking at history, and it's easy to read a history book and realize that the difference between kind of news and history is what happened plus a lot of time to digest it and figure out what is important.
We try to use that kind of metric of what is most important, what do people need to know about, what do people want to know about. Those are probably the three biggest questions that we have. Being responsible to your audience, because that's really what a lot of it is about, is telling people what is going on, what is important today, and making sure that they know about that.
With a broken heart, Cleopatra took her life by letting the Scorpio walk off.
As we're working on the project, there will be times when there's going to be other experts in the room who you can ask different things, but this is going to be your chance to really, these are what you're going to want to focus on, of him saying, this is what makes news.
A lot of times producers are the ones who will get some of the facts together. The reporters are the one who will also gather all the reporter.
What I'm trying to tell them is the best thing that they can do is to learn how to ask why. Every time you ask the word why and you get an answer, somehow that answer is going to make 2 or 3 more questions as to why. Also, give them the KISS principle, which is keep it short and sweet.
So you wanted to do is become familiar with it by reading it. And not just reading it to yourself, but reading it out loud. If you come across as animated, then this will come through very nicely, and you will appear interested, and people are going to be watching. They'll be engaged. If I can tell that person talking to me on television is engaged, then I'll be engaged.
I definitely liked having the experts come into the classroom. I think it was a great experience for the kids. It gave them that real world perspective as they really got to hear what do newscasters actually do. One gentleman was the chief editor of the script writing, and so he was the last person to read the scripts before they went on to the news. So he actually brought in the script from the night before, from the nightly news, and that gave the kids really a perspective of this is what it looks like and this is how it's used.
When you just watch, they talked differently than like how we would talk. Like, is that
Who did you just watch? Did you just watch
yeah. Like,
which they talk like
it was
and
art.
so when you say they talk different,
Like, they didn't talk like this. They talked about. Well, I don't know how to say this.
so when you are reporting, the whole goal is that the conversation flows naturally.
Yeah.
Well, my role in this really has been totally support, and from a curriculum perspective, when people have an opportunity to collaborate, you find out all the gifts and talents that you may not have known they have to bring to bear. So before I was in education, I actually worked at a television station and helped produce the news. And then the project just seemed so exciting. I volunteered to come, and it's just fun to see the curriculum jump off the paper and into the classroom as a live breathing project that kids get involved in, and just wonderful learning, not just about the content, but how the content relates to what people do every day, and that is produce and share the news. So.
Additional members of the local media and businesses work with various classes offering tips on script writing, interviewing techniques, and camera work. I'm most proud of the large group of professionals who volunteered so much time to assist in the success of this project and to enrich the experience for our kids. Students use either their own devices or iPads provided by the District Digital Learning Department to record individual news segments. Those segments were then downloaded to begin the editing process. Students use Movie Maker or iMovie to create the finished newscast. The final production was uploaded to our digital media server.
Click Add Photos and Videos, and don't forget to navigate to your desktop. There's mine right there. You can just double click on the video, it loads it in. This little black bar is the key to finding where you are in your video. So you can put your black bar there.
If you're going to do news reporting, you need to really research and know your stuff and practice over and over again so that you know it completely.
Today in Rome, the weather is, we just got word that Julius Caesar has been assassinated, and we are on the scene.
Hello, Roman citizens. I am Gracie, and I'm sitting here. That seems to be the scene of Julius Caesar's death.
All of the Romans are finally getting a chance to attend other jobs and focus on the arts. Our government has decided to call it a Pax Romana, also known as a period of peace and wealth.
This is channel 44 BC, and I'm here with Julius Caesar today. And I'm going to be interviewing him and asking him some questions.
So today it's just an amazing day watching these kids go through the whole process.